All right, back with you today. I got this box from 1980 Topps Baseball Superstars photo cards. This is what I thought was pretty cool. Picked this up at a show. Supposed to get 48 cards in this box. I'm not sure how many are in here. I think I grabbed this for like 15 bucks for this whole box. I believe the guy I bought it from said that he thinks they were all in here. So this is it. This is how these came. They were just individually, not even packaged or wrapped. You would just go to your card store or wherever in 1980 that would be there, and you pick out the cards you wanted. So I'm assuming that if that was the case, a lot of Nolan Ryans, George Bretts, all those big names are probably taken out. 60 cards in the set. These did also come, I believe, in 5-card packs as well. And I saw this and I said, you know what? This kind of be neat to go through. Dave Kingman there. Card number 16 of 60. And we got on your Padres, a Randy Jones pitcher. Card number 48. Curious to see how many Hall of Famers and big name players we might be able to actually get out of this. I did not go through this box because I kind of wanted to be as surprised as you guys are. So figured I'd go through it one by one with you today. Ken Singleton there. This is Rick Manning, I believe. Yes, I can still read. Script. Sixto. I think it's, Lescano. On your Milwaukee Brewers there, that is Jack Clark. These are pretty cool. So these are like, what are these, 5x7, I believe they are. So to be able to go in and, let's say you were trying to complete the set. I wonder, I thought there was no signature. I was like, I wonder if this is an error, but I just spotted it up top there. Chet Lemon there. Nice. Well, here we go. And Davey Lopes. Los Angeles Dodgers there. What the heck was I saying? So, like I said, they did come in pack form. Here's our Hall of Famer and Gary Carter. Nice. They did come in a pack form. You get 5 cards in each pack. So I guess a good way to complete the set was if you were able to just find this box somewhere, go and pick up the cards you wanted for 15 cents. Check that out. Eddie Murray. Nice. Another Hall of Famer. I guess I could start a Hall of Fame stack. These things are pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. James Rodney Richard. Don't remember him. Let's see, 1980. I was 3, so I was not collecting then. That is Carl Yastrzemski of your Red Sox. That's pretty cool. It's Larry Boa. We got Darryl Porter. All right. Rick Bozzetto. Rick Bozzetti. Not sure if I said that right. Don't even remember him. It's a hell of a stash, though. This is that rookie card everyone's always going after. Jerry Koosman. Yup, there he is. There's a Hall of Famer in Ted Simmons. Card number 36. We got a Bruce Bochy there. Not sure who this is. Steve Kemp. It says Kemp. Okay, I see it now. I thought that was an L. I thought that was actually Stan. A Bob Horner. Oh, that's cool. George Foster there. We got Craig Nettles coming up. Looks like he's constipated. That's terrible. Cecil Cooper. Yes. All right, so what do we got so far? 4 Hall of Famers. Oh, man. Keith Hernandez there. Still no big names. I mean, I'm not surprised. I figured there wouldn't be. But, again, for 15 bucks, I mean, figured why not. Roy Smalley. Interesting video content. I figured go check out what this was like. Gary Templeton there. Tommy John. I believe that was probably before he had his world famous Tommy John surgery. That is a Bruce Sutter. Nice. Get him in the Hall of Fame stack. Al Oliver. Oh, we got a nice one coming up next. Johnny Bench, baby. All right. Oh, we got another nice one. Okay, here come the Hall of Famers. Rod Carew. Another one right behind Rod Carew. Tom Seaver there. Okay, this box is getting better now. We got a Fred Lynn. And Andre Thornton. Yes. Phil Niekro there. Brian Downing, not a Hall of Famer. Don Baylor, not a Hall of Famer. The Gator. I almost called him a catfish. The Gator, Ron Guidry. Here we go. Okay, we got another Hall of Famer and then another one right behind him. Jim Rice. Mike Schmidt there. Okay, getting better. George Brett. Looks like all the Hall of Famers were on the bottom. That's pretty cool. Pete Rose. Unfortunately, does not go in the Hall of Fame stack, but he's going in for me today. Craig Swan. I am not going to do Pete Rose like that. Sweet. Dave Winfield. Okay. I remember having this when I was younger. I don't have it anymore, but I remember having it when I was younger. Now that I'm looking at this picture, I had this card. I remember having this oversized Dave Winfield card, and I always loved it, especially because at the time when I got into collecting, he was on the Yankees in the late 80s, and I thought this thing was cool as hell, and that is sweet that I have this once again. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but when I was younger, we had some water damage. It's like a main break or something in my basement. So a lot of my childhood baseball cards got destroyed and I had to throw them all away. So thankfully, like a lot of my good stuff, Canseco, my Griffey, like all the big stuff I had like in my bedroom. But a lot of my commons and just other stuff was all in the basement, got destroyed. But I remember having this. That is awesome. And we got Dave Parker here. How about another Rod Carew? Sick. Followed up by another Mike Schmidt. Oh, nice. Got a Reggie Jackson coming up. Good old Reggie. I don't know who card number 1 is in the set. Did not really check that out. Steve Garvey. And we end with a Hall of Famer and Mike Schmidt once again. So a couple of Mike Schmidts. Not too bad there. Those stack. I was getting a little worried there because it was like, all right, where are all my Hall of Famers? But good amount in this box. So I think I definitely did okay for $15. What do you guys think? Do you remember these? Do you remember buying them individually? I love the fact that I got this Winfield. Do you remember opening the packs that came 5 per pack? That's what I've seen. I don't know. There's the Mike Schmidt. Pretty freaking sweet. I love these things, and I am happy that I picked this box up. And then I'm going to have to sort it out and see who I'm missing. Of course, there's no Nolan Ryan. We did get the George Brett, though. So didn't we get the George Brett? Yeah, we did see a George Brett. Did see the George Brett. That Winfield is great once again. 2 Mike Schmidts. Wait, 3 Mike Schmidts? I didn't even realize. We got 3 Mike Schmidts in this box. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Couple of Rod Carews, I do remember that. Johnny Bench, pretty sweet, but where's my Winfield? That's what I'm going to end with. Where did I put the Dave? Right behind the Parker. There he is. That is sick. And there you have it. 1980 Baseball Superstars photo cards. Go out and get yourself a box. Unfortunately, they might be picked through. So you know what? Go out and buy yourself the set. Or if you find the packs, go out and get some of those. Actually, maybe I need to find some of those packs and open those suckers up for my channel. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. Quick video. Figured I'd go through these. And with that, I leave you with this. One man's junk wax, another man's treasure. Take care.